Welcome back. In a bold step to boost film productions and industry growth in Namibia, the Namibia Film Commission is thrilled to announce a partnership with the South African non-profit Sisters Working in Film and Television, also known as SWIFT. This collaboration aims to create platforms for female creatives to thrive by establishing a local SWIFT chapter. This initiative also offers women in film and television the chance to support each other, network and collaborate on projects, while also spotlighting industry opportunities and celebrating their successes. What does this mean for the Namibian female creatives? To shed more light on this exciting endeavour, we're now joined by Board Chairperson of Sisters Working in Film and Television, Nathalie-Ann Louw, and Ndakalako Shilongo, founding member of Sisters Working in Film and Television, Namibia. Ladies, good evening and welcome.
Good evening. Hi, Nina.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. We're in sync.
I always love anything that involves empowering women, so this is absolutely incredible. But I want to start by talking a bit about SWIFT's background, you know, including, of course, its origin and its mission, Natalie.
Thank you, Nina. So SWIFT South Africa started, well, officially 2016, but unofficially a lot earlier. It was one of those where lots of conversations were brought upon by the need for women in the industry to feel safer on set, and a whole lot of other considerations, and just true empowerment in terms of ownership and things like that. And when the official SWIFT organization was started, we were very surprised, but in a good way, to see corporate South Africa welcoming this, and of course we'd like more corporate South Africa to welcome, but also how many members came forward, and potential members at the time, which you'll hear about later how they'll start in Namibia, but where they just came and shared this story. So we realized that long overdue, women needed representation in film and television specific. So it's been quite a journey, and we get in there with a lot more. Thank you.
Speak to us about this partnership with the Namibian Film Commission, and of course what this collaboration will offer.
Thank you, Nina. So Ndakalako would explain how it came to be. It's very exciting. What we as SWIFT South Africa are excited about is that the Namibia chapter is our first outside of South Africa chapter. So that's really iconic. That's a big deal. And also, what we love even more is that it was actually the Namibia Film Commission who initiated this, not SWIFT, which is even better, you know. So there's just so much initiative coming out of Namibia. I'd like Ndakalako to tell you how it actually came to be, because it's such a beautiful story. But the partnership that we have here is with SWIFT, playing the role more of, I want to say, a big sister, helping SWIFT Namibia set up with the support of the Namibian Film Commission. So that's where we're at now. So yeah, I'd love to hear more.
I'd love to hear more too.
Yes, the initiative from the Namibia Film Commission was to they had an agreement to fund 2 female filmmakers to go to the Joburg Film Festival, which is how Ottilie and myself were selected to be a part of that. And one of the, as part of that agreement, it was for us to then be able to form a SWIFT chapter in Namibia as the co-founders of this chapter. So when we went to Joburg, that's when we had our first meeting with Zanele, who's also one of the founders of SWIFT South Africa, and then that's where everything started to bloom from there after. And then fast forward to right now, we are launching tomorrow, and we're excited for that.
And I actually do remember when Tutu, returned from Joburg, and she spoke about this chapter that might come to fruition at some stage, and it's beautiful to see that it actually now has. Also speak to us about the impact that you anticipate that the Namibian chapter of SWIFT will have on the current film and television industry within our country.
Okay, with the core objective of SWIFT Namibia, one of the core objectives being that we want to promote fair and equal opportunities for all female filmmakers in the TV and film industry, and to also foster a safe environment when it comes to safety on set and safety on productions, as well as just allowing for opportunities and networking interactions for female filmmakers in the country who might get, whoever decides to be a part of this sisterhood or to join this sisterhood, they will then be exposed to all of the opportunities that not only will we be able to create here locally, but we'll also be able to get from our, like I keep saying, our godmother, our fairy godmother, Swift South Africa. And that gives the Namibian female filmmaker a chance for our creative products to be seen on larger platforms as well, and also to expose Namibian female filmmakers as well as TV practitioners, an opportunity for them to engage with industry experts from international backgrounds as well. So it offers such a vast space for everyone to benefit, and it's also up to us, the Namibian female filmmakers, to also see how we can creatively tap into the opportunity that has been laid out for us. How do we maximize that as well? So that's why we want this chapter to be very inclusive of everyone, to share, to want to include everyone's voice for them to be able to contribute and be able to get what it is that they want out of this chapter.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, every industry has its unique challenges, and I want to know, Natalie, what challenges women in film and television experience. When you mentioned how the Swift South African chapter came about, and it was still in its unofficial, you know, stages, it was formed to sort of support women, you know, and to be safe within their workspaces, on set, etc., as you mentioned. Apart from that, what challenges do women in the film and television industry face?
Thank you, Nina. If it's okay, it will be probably a bit more relevant if I could give an example of what I went through. So I've been working in the technical/media industry now for almost 30 years. And way back when, so when I just started out, the strangest part is working technology, women weren't empowered to be there. You'd be the administrative staff. And if there were a group of people coming into meetings, and you might have been 1 out of 20 that is a female, or there might be 2, even though you're on the same position, and this isn't just the media industry, automatically the men in the room would turn to you to make the coffee. And you would think to yourself, I'm I know it's you want to kind of say it's speechless, but it happened. Or you'd be excluded out of things but you don't play golf, or but you don't hang out at the bar because you're a woman, because you should be at home with your children. I got that so much, and it's one part of what we face, but the world is going through a lot of interesting challenges. And not just women, but people are just feeling unsafe in general. You go into a production, I've already spoken about that. It's not just about safety on set, though. It's taking that ownership and empowerment. So, as Ndakalako had said, helping women to feel more empowered, to feel confident, to speak, forgive me, but at a man's table. The fact that we're still making reference to it is sad, but that's the point, to have the confidence to say, I earned my position, I'm sitting here because I deserve to be here. I need to be included, and not because you're doing me a favor because it looks good, but because I actually can contribute. Equal work, equal everything else. If I put in the effort, why do I get treated differently? So I'm speaking on behalf of me and years worth of that. Or going to a golf day and you're only allowed to ride the golf cart and hand out drinks, and the guys play the game. And again, the people in the industry, a lot of them know what I'm talking about. But the woman who came forward, it wasn't just about that. It was bullying by sometimes other women towards younger women. Those maybe who got into senior positions, maybe not through the correct way of development and transformation, but put into position but not capacitated, and feeling sort of that they're drowning. Unfortunately, the impact is on the people who report to them. Those were a lot of the things that were coming out as well. And to create a safer space means that people need to be able to talk and feel that they're being listened to and not being judged. And that is a key thing. So for me, it's fantastic to be a part of this, because I live the things I wish I had 30 years ago,
Fantastic. Ndako, I'm sure that there's so much plans that you have for the Swift Namibia chapter. Talk to us about the possible local and international collaborations that you're looking forward to having in the future.
I think that the most exciting one is the skills and mentorship programs that we are hoping to be able to tap into. And when I talk about mentorship, we're talking about if we have younger members who join and be a part of this sisterhood, they get a chance to be able to pick the brains of the older female filmmakers who have been in the industry, who have lived through all of this, who have the expertise. So they get a chance to be able to interact with these people directly and find out how exactly it is that they can forge their own path in the industry. And to take it a step further than that, with the assistance of our godmother, we will then look at how then do we incorporate and make this a bit bigger. Do we then collaborate and go to South Africa or send some members to South Africa if they are having those programs happening at that specific time, which could benefit some of the Namibian female filmmakers as well. So there are a lot of opportunities that we are right now ready to just pour back into the country. And it's a very exciting time, and I'm very excited to meet my new sisters, and I hope they're also excited to be a part of this chapter, because together we are going to forge something very beautiful.
I love that. Before we run out of time, we're actually almost out of minutes here, but I just want to hear what's sort of going to be happening around the launch tomorrow.
So at the launch, there's the opportunity to hear us talk about SWIFT further. Now we're going to break down every single thing, like I was explaining, the opportunities, what are the benefits, how do you gain from this experience, from this membership. These are the things that we're going to talk about. Our SWIFT South Africa is going to get a chance to also explain from their tell their story from their perspective, and also just share a highlight on what exactly it is that this partnership is going to formulate and how it's going to benefit the Namibian female filmmakers. And those who attend will get the chance to also ask their questions and hear the story. It's not just us saying what we're going to do, they're going to hear what has been done. So there's a lot of weight in that. And on top of that, those who get the chance to attend, they'll get a free membership for the rest of the year. And that gives you then the opportunity to get inside the group, see what's happening before you are charged a very small fee. So tomorrow is going to be a very beautiful event for all of us to just talk, engage, network, and just share our views. A chance for women to come together and just share their experiences and form something bigger.
Nathalie, final remarks from you this evening?
Just thank you. Thank you for doing this. I'm so proud of Namibia as a whole. I really am, because this is huge. It's giving voice. And if I just want to end with one thing, and that is those people who believe there isn't a future or career in media or in film or in television. There is. There are so many positions behind camera people don't know about. It's just that because the knowledge isn't there in terms of how you can grow a career, it doesn't happen. So we're very proud to be working with your academic institutions to make sure that the word is spread. And there will be student memberships as well. We encourage young people, young female filmmakers. So I hope they join.
Well, all the best with tomorrow. I think it's going to be splendid. Thank you so much for your time this evening, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Nina.
Thank you so much, Nina, for having us.
Well, we're almost at the end of this evening's program. One short break, and then it's time to say goodbye.